The unenlightened mind is always creative. Creative means not only creation but also destruction. And these creations and destructions are based on imaginations, dreaming. The unenlightened mind cannot see the reality in and outside oneself. It experiences only its own creations. It cannot live in the present. The attention to the present moment is always distracted, destroyed, and taken into the dead past or into the unborn future. All unenlightened thinking is based on the past experiences and the future hopes, desires, expectations, ambitions, etc. All those are not actual realities. That is why I mentioned that the unenlightened mind cannot experience the actual reality, the truth. The enlightened mind does not think. That means there is no mental creation. There is no need for mental creation in the enlightened mind because they see the reality as they are. In the Dhammacakkappavattana describing Buddha's enlightenment, he mentioned 5 aspects of the enlightened mind that arose in him at the enlightenment. Chakku Uddapadi. There is seeing. Here Chakku really means the eye, but metaphorically it means the function of the eye, that is seeing. Chakku Uddapadi. There arose the seeing. Here is not the normal seeing, there arose the insight, not the sight of the eye, external eye or the internal eye called mind. Mind always interprets things with the memories or the past experiences. The memories are called knowledge. They are interpretations, and interpretation means a distortion of the reality of the present moment. The enlightened mind is endowed with the natural insight, instinctive insight into the reality of things. That is Chakkum Uddapadi. There arose the eye in the Buddha, enlightened eye. Jnanam Uddapadi. Seeing and knowing, knowledge. That knowledge is not the knowledge of the past, seeing things of the present. Panya Uddapadi. Panya means wisdom. Wisdom is the capacity to see the reality of things. For example, everything worldly is born to decay and die. That is a reality. And nothing in the world can retain a permanent identity. It's called anattata. Everything is in a process of changing. A creativity. Everything is creative, moving, active. That is a particular reality. Because of that constant activity, everything is getting transformed every moment. Things are changing. Because they are changing, they cannot retain a permanent identity. This triple nature is referred to in Buddha's language as Anityata, Dukkhata and Anattata. Anityata is the activity or the dynamism of everything in this world. Whether the mighty universe or a tiny atom or atomic subparticle, they are always creative. Creative means active. They are not even stones, even the rocks in the mountains, they are also active. Active inside. Because everything, the Greek scientists are made of atoms. And in atom, scientists have discovered there is a constant movement of an electron around the atom. And there is a constant rotation of subparticles called protons and neutrons inside the atom. And later they found protons and neutrons are made of quarks. They are also constantly active. The latest theories, the string theory, everything, quarks or subatomic particle or atom or everything is made of vibrating energy strings. Universal energy is always in vibration. Dynamic Anityata means, with this language, the universal dynamism. Things are changing always due to this nature of the universal dynamism. This I refer to Panya Udapadi, the wisdom and the capacity to see this transient nature of everything. And there arose after Panya Udapadi, there arose in the Buddha at the enlightenment Vijja Udapadi, realization of the reality or the truth. There arose Aloka Udapadi, the Buddha, there arose the enlightenment, seeing things as they are. That mind with an enlightened phenomenon called nirvana consists of certain factors. They are described in the Kevada Sutta saying Anantam Sabbato Paba, two main factors. It is boundless. Anantam means boundless in time and space. Everything worldly is limited by time and space. They occupy a limited space and they survive only during a limited time, because everything worldly is born to decay and die. There is no such limitation of time and space in nirvana. Nirvana is emptiness. Whatever material, whatever physical, whatever worldly is made of universal energy. They are within. Every creation is within a certain space and within a certain time. Nirvana is called Sunyata, emptiness. Emptiness means there is nothing that requires duration. There is nothing that requires space. That means Nirvana is beyond time and space. It is like a black hole. In other words, scientists say there is no time and space in a black hole. Everything gets dissolved. Whatever that gets attracted to a black hole gets dissolved. A mighty sun or a galaxy, if it gets closer to a black hole, it gets instantly absorbed by and destroyed by the black hole. Similarly, We have a capacity in our mind to make it empty by destroying the entire content of the mind at the trance of enlightenment. And that mind is called sunyata. The nature of that mind is full emptiness, free from feeling, free from thinking. Thinking is a creative activity. In thinking, we think of our past and the future. We are think of the past. All thoughts are based on past experiences. With the past experiences, we imagine our future. We imagine our future because the natural instinct of the mind is to seek pleasure. To seek pleasure, it has to avoid what is unpleasant. Displeasure has to be avoided, and the pleasure has to be acquired. What is pleasure? Whatever that pleases our sense organs, inclusive of the mind. Mind is always seeking what pleases the eyes, what pleases the nose, what pleases the ear, what pleases the tongue, what pleases our skin for its touch, any touch that pleases it, and a mental state that pleases the mind. We are seekers of pleasures, and our pleasures are always creative, that means they are imaginary. We may enjoy some real pleasure at the present moment, but while enjoying, our mind is imagining that pleasure to last even in the future. For it to last long, not only at the living moment, but in the unborn future. Unborn future can be the next moment, next minute, next hour, next day. All those are of the future, they are unborn, but with the experiences of the past knowledge remaining in the mind as memories, we imagine the unborn future. Imagining unborn future, as I mentioned, is a mental creation. And also recollecting the past is also mental creation. The past is dead and gone, never to be reborn. But the mind can dream, imagine our dead past as it is real. Not only the dead past, the mind is capable of imagining any place or any event of the past or the present or the future. You may live in one country, but in your imagination it can be a different country. You may be living at home, but in imagination you can live in a different home, a different place. That is our creative mind. And that creation is thinking. The mind has two main capacities. It has the capacity to be aware of sensory experiences. That is the reality that can be grabbed, detected by the sense organs. Though the sense organs, our sense organs, are incapable of knowing the entire nature of anything. Because our seeing capacity, the capacity of the eye is limited, capacity to see things. We can't see all the colors in a rainbow. We can't see our skin as it is, made of atoms and subatomic particles and cells, and we can't see our body as it is, with all unpleasant elements covered by our skin and by muscles. Therefore, we have to say, we experience the realities in a limited scale, and with that experience, we can recognize whatever that we experience by projecting or sending our mind back to the dead past to recognize things. And there is, by the mind starts thinking, a thinking process begins. In the enlightened mind, there is no thinking process. At the enlightenment, Buddha said in his first paean of joy, Visankara gatam chittam. Thinking ceased at my enlightenment. Thinking ceases at the enlightenment because at that moment there is no need for thinking. No expectations, no fear, no resentment, no attachment. The mind is empty. The mind can take things as they are. That is called yatha bhuta jnana darsana. When mind see things as they are, yatha bhuta jnana darsana, and when the mind is content with things as they are, yatha labha santutti, the mind is not in motion. It is a silent mind. It is a mind that is not traveling either to the past or to the future. It is a realistic mind that can see the reality. It is aware that there is nothing in this world to which we could get attached to, should get attached to, that we should resent. Because things are born to decay and die. Every occasion, every end is passing like clouds. They come and they go. And that content mind of an arhat is not in motion. It is a silent mind. It is a non-moving mind. But there is sensation. That is called sanya vedaita. It becomes aware. Vedaita means there is awareness of sanya, means signals sent by the sense organs. Even our mind is a sense organ. Mind means the brain is a sense organ because it contains all the past memories, dead memories, to recognize things of the present. The eye can send signals of its visual experience. The ear can send signals of its audial experiences. So our other sense organs are capable of sending their sensory experiences. And they are recognized by the mind. With the recognition, mind starts thinking. If the experience is present, it wants to continue it in the future. That future is not an actual reality but only a dream. If the experience is unpleasant, it wants to get rid of the unpleasant. There is unpleasant experience at the moment and the mind expects let there be no such experience in the future, maybe next moment. Next moment is our unborn future. Therefore, the unenlightened mind is always creative, moving into the past and moving through the present into the future through projection. And that is thinking. We remember something means we are thinking of the past experiences. We expect, we hope, we wish something means we are creating a mental imagination, and all mental images are thinking. Thinking processes are caused by mental imaginations. That is called creative thinking. Enlightened mind is free from mental creation. Mental creations are illusions. They experience the reality. Yatha bhuta jnana darsana. They see the things as they really are. Yatha labha santutti. they experience the things as they really are. And such a mind is a tranquil mind. It is such a mind that the Buddhists try to maintain during their hours of meditation. Buddhist meditation is maintaining a tranquil mind. A tranquil mind is called samatha. The samatha bhavana, the tranquility meditation, is used to tranquil the mind. And the Buddhist meditation called vipassana bhavana is used to experience the reality of it. To be aware of the reality of the present experiences, the present illusions. That is insight, going deep into the illusions, to seeing things as they really are. Therefore, in meditation, one tries to maintain a silent mind without thinking, just maintaining only the awareness. When you see something, you know that there is something, you become only aware of it. When you hear something, you become only aware of it. Don't think about it, expecting anything future, positively or negatively. When you smell something, when you taste something, when you touch something, when you remember something, only the experience is there. Those are signals sent by the sense organs into our brain to recognize them. Even the enlightened one recognize their sensory experiences, but they do not think of sensory expression. Thinking is a creative process. It is not an actual reality, though thinking appears to be real. They are only daydreamings. Both our past and the future are not actual reality, so they are real. Past is dead, future is unborn, and in meditation we live in the present moment, just becoming aware of, without any distorted creation, without any mental creation, without forming any mental images, just becoming aware of it. It is that insight that one develops through Buddhist meditation.